So, since we are talking about India being a product hub, we are excelling in the product as well. So, there is a quote from Steve Wozniak from Apple. He discussed this that Indian people are not that creative. So, what is your take on this? Because you work with, I think, a lot of creative people.
Talking about that, to answer that one simple question, you told it is Facebook. Is it Facebook, right?
Apple
Uh,
co-founder.
Apple co-founder has told this word. But to give you a good example, our Google CEO is there for that. Indians are not good and creative in a way. You cannot have Mr. the great person standing next to Google there who
Yep.
make a decision over there. So that is one good example. And even our Bill Gates have accepted that without Indians, Microsoft is nothing. It is even accepted by in lot of press conferences and lot of other areas. If you see in any sectors in medical, if you talk about multimedia, if you're talking about software, or if you want any sector, Indians are there in that place. And many people have accepted it. To talk about, to compare the present scenario, we have succeeded in the COVID also. We have found the medicine and we are shipping it to the worldwide. So India has taken its place in the global map already. So only thing is we are with the younger population support and lot of developers knowledge and everything without moving forward for any other countries. Let's show our experience and strength within India itself and make our country in the top ranking. That is the only difference is there. It's not a way, it's not a long way to go up. Our students and a lot of entrepreneurs are coming up. That is a good example. There are young entrepreneurs are grown up comparing to the survey report. In early years, India young entrepreneurs are coming up in comparing to 2022 or in 2024. We'll have multiple number of young entrepreneurs coming up with wonderful new products and new innovations. And a lot of already established companies are coming up with wonderful new products so that we are in the globe. You talk about any sector. One good example is Geo's glass is a good example. Geo, and once we get a 5G, Geo is going to rule the market. Geo is
Totally
going to
agree.
rule the market like anything. So
Totally
AR
agree.
and VR will be as like how we have a washing machine, fridge at home. Even we have a simple AR and VR glass, mixed reality glass also at home. So that makes our geo support on our network. So and making the content, taking the content to the people to experience that will not be a difficult part at all. Yes, that we are doing up, and our graph is growing like anything. And with young population, we can rock it and roll on.
Absolutely. You mentioned it really correctly that most of the leaders from all around the world, most of the top ranking people in all these companies which are like tech giants are Indians. Even in NASA there is like 35% Indians. So this creativity code does not really make sense at all.
True, absolutely. I hope you also agree right now. So
Yep.
you name a sector, we are there. You talk about Autodesk, yes, our key person is our Indian. If you talk Google, yes, we have. You Adobe, US, we have. You name the company, we are there already. Doesn't mean to be it is in multimedia. You can say any company, even Tata. You say electric cars, you say electric bikes, we are there already. You tell me, like Indian people are there. Without Indian support, many countries agrees that also. Without Indian support, doesn't run the show. Even many Singapore, in one good example is in Singapore and many other countries, Indian languages are being more supportive, and we are rocking and standing anything. We are ball is running. Thanks to our Prime Minister also to establish our wings into many countries in a better way. So
Absolutely.
that's where we are. Definitely. Yeah.
Yep. Totally agree. So, since we are talking about so many things India is doing, what about Indian education system? So, you are closely working with students, you are closely working with people who are like just graduated. So, what is your take on Indian education system, and what kind of improvements you suggest?
To be very frank, on education system, there are a lot of new policies are coming up. I actually came up, I can say, but still there is a project-based learning which we have to be implementing from the age of 10, or it can be even 5 also. Nothing wrong in that. That is the one important thing I think we are lacking behind. A student can study electronics. A student can study any topic. Example, it can be aeronautical, robotics, or it may be on multimedia platform. It may be anything, but the hands-on practice is missing. The project-based approach should be there in the age of 5 itself. That is the one important strong point which I agree, and many educationalists will be agreeing on that aspects. Because once a student gets an hands-on experience, it may be small or big, doesn't matter. If a student gets on to that, automatically when he grows, when he reaches around the 12th standard or 10th or 12th, he knows he can come out with a product oriented. When he comes to a 12th, now we know what to choose, where to choose. Because then there will not be a juggling mind for the students whether I should take engineering or whether I should go into science, doctorate, or whether I want to be a gamer or a robotics or aeronautical person. No, there will not be any confusion. If the foundation is stronger, then automatically we will have a wonderful projects and wonderful output coming up from India, and we were nowhere. Lot of innovations you can see, lot of products you can see, lot of new wonderful designed products from students you can see that.
Well, I actually studied the education system changes which introduced in 2020, and I'm really impressed. But the
Yes,
problem
exactly.
is to implement these with the expectation at which they are made. We need great tutors. We need great teachers. And to do that, I think AICT, All India Institute for Technical Education, is also doing so many good work. They are hosting so many sessions. I've been speaker at so many sessions where they are teaching their faculties and preparing them for the technologies which are coming, the forefront of technologies. So I think government is doing great job in this, and I'm really
Not
hopeful
only
for this.
not only AICT, not only AICT, we have Skill India, we have NSDC, we have MESC to do this. We have a
Yes.
lot of other great councils who is working very closely with the students, with the trainers to train the trainer program to make, and they are working with universities and colleges to make sure everyone understand the technology in a greater way approach. It's not on just to talk, they implement. Government also requires a lot of support. That is where we are all standing in the way. Those are professionals, and they have to take up a challenge that they have to be a mentor or a tutor, at least to a nearby people who can learn from them, so that you help. It's like each one teach one concept. You teach one, they teach other person. It's a chain link of a learning concept.
Absolutely.
If you teach, it's if you just you teach one person, you have to do a thumb rule that you have to teach another person. That makes a chain link for the learning point of view.
It's a wonderful
That brings
concept. Yeah. It's like Salman Khan helped three people, right?
exactly.
Yeah. So
So it's like
I'm
chain link
really,
business.
really excited to see that how professional people are also into these sort of programs. For example, AICT is giving these sessions, but these are those professional people who are like entrepreneurs who are running their own professional firms who are doing this sort of forefront work, and they are supporting this initiative. So it is a collective effort in Indian education system which is going on, and this is revolutionizing, and this is really great to see. I think we can really expect a really good future in upcoming years.
Definitely we can see a rural development, we can
Yep.
see a wonderful rural development, rural changes where everyone, the language barriers, everything will be blasted like anything with our government support. They are coming up with wonderful initiatives and wonderful support where everyone get an equal education, either he's in the tier 1 cities, tier 2 cities, or any tier cities. Everyone gets an equal education, equal support, equal learning. So no more consider that there is a variance in the learning. That is the ultimate role and big support which we are getting from India, our government and other areas.
I want to talk about one more essential component which is there, and that is the edtech platforms. So we have seen so many good platforms. We have seen worse platforms as well. What is your take on these sort of platforms which are providing edtech? I know you even have this platform, iNurture, in edtech space. So
Yes.
what is your experiences with it? What are the expectations from these sort of platforms, and where are we in this?
If you see, there are to be actually, I love this question because it's a wonderful question. First of all, to answer this, like if we have wonderful platforms, yes, we agree that. At the same time, we have a very bad standards of delivering it. It's not a point like you have a wonderful platform. Ultimately, and at the end of the goal, what you teach, it is delivered or not, you have to see. And for every course, if for example, if you get into a any program or degree program, you have prerequisites, or you we have cut off. Example, you in the 10th you have to have max 50 marks, and 12th you have
Yep.
this 10 you have some cut off. But this when you come to the edutech platforms, right? They don't have any cut off. What they do is they blindly blast the marketing team of the edtech platform. They blindly blast in the market. Even you go into a fifth standard kid and you go into a seventh standard kid, they both will be learning on the same thing. Here the basic problem is you don't know multiplication. Here you don't know basic form of what is programming language itself. You cannot go and teach them on C hash or C++ or any programming language because its fundamentals are missing here. So I cannot name the edtech platforms, but there are many edtech platforms where they are spoiling the education system, telling that only on the money-minded aspects in this pandemic. Because edtech platforms are being a pillars of the education system. They have to react on that aspects. They should really stand on what is the motive, what is the objective, what is the outcome, how do you plan the system, how do you assess them, and at the end of the course, whether they are doable or they are achievable, whatever they want to deliver it. It may be art or it may be design, it may be development, it may be anything. But what is their achievement? Here, one thing where we fail in education system is we are not teaching students a product development.
Yep.
We are not teaching students a service. We are teaching students only as a service oriented. We are not teaching oriented on a product development support. We are supposed to change our approach on the product development approach. How do you enable product? How do you create? Example, why we are talking about Mario game? Why Mario character is recognized? Why we talk about Donkey Kong? Why we are talking about Street Fighter still now also? Why we are talking about tic-tac-toe? Like only, are we not able to create a unique characters, or are we not able to create our unique stand in the market? Yes, we
So,
are able to
in
do.
your opinion, what are the fundamental differences between these service products and the service products and the products itself? What are the fundamental differences which we are talking about here?
Basic fundamental difference it has to be realigned based on the age criteria, based on the approach on your target audience. To be first of all, that is very important. If a student doesn't, if it doesn't know whatever is programming or whatever is basics, you cannot approach them on the particular programming based topics or programming based subjects or certification to that XYZ kid. That is a rule number. That is a basic fundamental. That is one thing. Next thing, you cannot show all these gimmicks. Example, you can even do game development using Scratch software also. You can even do game development using Unity or Unreal or various other game engines also. But you promise the students what you are delivering only. Do not over promise, because you achieve, then that is a stand. That is a stand on not only on you, it's a personal stand. Example, you are making a feeling that a student can able to do a game development, but he has to know the basics, right? He has to be very good in designing as well as the programming concepts. Or if you want to teach something, you have to teach them properly. If that structuring is not right, if you are giving overloading to the students, automatically you are being failed in that area. So when you define a course or a curriculum for any kind of a students based on the target audience, The entire structure has to be refined and fulfilled as per their needs to make sure the goal has been achieved. And the tutors are has to be refined their knowledge and approach on approaching based on the target audience.
I would love to know about some of your work. I would love to you to glorify some of the work you did in the industry of augmented reality, virtual reality, VFX, 3D modeling. So many things you have done so far, and so many things you are teaching to your students. So I would love to talk about that.
Definitely, I'm happy to share about that too. I've been personally working with a lot of initial starting of my career. I was working as a product concept photography. What I do
Yep.
when we brand a product, when we design a product, we have to plan their advertising model and advertising concepts, how to brand it. So that was my luckiest part where I learned a lot of things to implement. That was my kickstart of the career. Example, we brought in a new hair color to the market in Singapore. We call a product called Mandora. That product was my first career, which I started there, where we designed the product, photo shoots, branding, crew management. That's where our first product shoot plan was the success. We made it number one. The next thing following up with that, I was working with the curriculums in my initial career. That was my first curriculum standard called with the Singapore government courses to define the courses, how to deliver the courses, how to make it hands-on. That was my next stand in the Singapore. Then following up with that, I was working with some established brands in Dubai, which is an Aujan, a company called, it's a branded, which is a co-brand of Coca-Cola, and where we are helping, we are doing support on their augmented reality on their can marketing, and there are a lot more where I cannot explain because due to NDA I cannot talk to them,
Yep.
explain that. But there are a lot of other marketing AR and VR projects we have worked on to it, and that we have implemented on automobile, on education, on the healthcare, and a lot more industries. So
Amazing.
my current work, which I'm working with, is one augmented reality for the architecture company and archaeological department.
Amazing.
So that is my current project.
What is your message to students who want to learn multimedia, who want to uh, be a creative person in general?
In general, if I want us, first of all, I want them to come out with a clear mind. Nothing. Don't think anything. Just come out with a clear mind. And down the road, you will learn a lot of things. Do not come based on that you compose what is required, what you need, which satisfy your ideas, which satisfy your goals. Based on that, you refine and you compose it, and you take that as your career and move towards to it. And first of all, try not to copy. Don't be a replication of another game or another artwork or another character. Try to be an innovator. I want each and every, not only on multimedia background, it may be anything. Please do not be a replicator of another design. It may be a small design or a big, doesn't matter. Try to come out with a unique concept. Sir, how to think about a unique concept? You're taking it so easily. First of all, make it very simple. Just get onto the floor, get down to the streets. You will have n number of concepts lying around. You can just to open your eyes, just see through your, I can say your naked eye. See through your naked eye. The concepts are flooded around the market, flooded around the streets. When I saw auto shooter game, that is something not about a simple auto drive. There are simple auto drive where every day you take. There is an auto shooter game. A gully cricket. A gully cricket is what? That you play in your childhood. That is what that concept is something not unique. It is something you play every day. That is our one of the famous game of Indian culture also. And when you talk about Seven Stones is not unique. That is my one of my favorite game in my childhood. I cannot forget that. So it's not that you forget your roots. Your roots have a number of concepts and games available. Only thing is you go back, dig that, take that, refine that as per the current needs, present it in a better mode that makes a good success. That's where everyone stand alone with their unique ideas. Don't
You are really correct about getting the idea from the Indian culture and Indian gaming. So, for example, this these two amazing game like Raji and Ludo, which you also mentioned in your talk, are from Indian culture. They are deeply rooted into Indian culture, and we just and they are simply just amazing. Ludo has touched so many millions of people, and Raji has got such creative compliments.
definitely, because it's not that. A lot of more are coming up because publishers. Yet there is due to some NDA we cannot talk on that, but lot of other companies are coming up with lot of our old getting to the roots. So I'm telling one student, like when you are a student career, don't think big. Number one, don't think big. That is a very important number. Make a small, very simple, achievable
Keep the
game to
scope
start.
low. Yep.
Make the scope very low. I cannot say even low, very low, doesn't matter. You achieve that. You present it to the market. Take the real time feedback. Learn to take a proper feedback. That is also very important. You have to know how to take your feedbacks also. Take proper feedback. Don't ask your next friend or don't ask your own family. Everyone will say, it is good, it is good, it is good. No. Ask the real people. Break down your feedback form. If you are doing a hard work, break down. Tell how good is my color theory, how good is my typography, how good is my presentation, how good is my way of questioning the skills, how is my text formatting. Break that into, even it for a simple poster it may be, or it may be for a game. You ask them, how is my mechanics, what type of mechanics are you are suggesting, whether my music score is good, whether my audio engines are perfect, whether the clarity is good, whether should I improve my bass. Learn to, the good way is to learn to ask how to raise the right question in your feedback. That is also a skill is required. That's
These
where a game
are
tester plays a major role.
sorry. These are some really amazing tips, deeply rooted into the design principles, and these are really amazing. I just love the conversation today, and I'm really thankful to you to be on the show. It is the first show on the second season, and we are really honored and pleasure to have you here.
I'm pretty happy to be a first person of your show of this second season, and thanks for inviting Avi. And you are a great person, and you're doing a great job in this wonderful community, and you are helping a lot of people. And in that, my students are also there. I'm feeling very honored be happy to be collaborated with you and working on a
Amazing.
lot of other areas also. I'm looking forward to work with you, and yes, let's see how we can take it up further.